Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome and thank you for watching. I'm Gabrielle, retired medium in Germany, and I like to share some of my otherworldly experiences and insights. So, this one is about another shamanic journey to find a treasure chest. So, well, how to start? It's a funny thing, when I started kind of my journey, I tried a lot of things, and I remember this one guy I met in my mediumship training, and he was a shaman, and I was always curious and interested in shamanism, but I didn't know how it worked, and I had no real idea about it. Only that they connect with Mother Nature and the earth energies and elemental beings and elemental forces and so on. And I just right away asked that guy, "How do you become a shaman?" And he said, looking at me quite straight, "You are born a shaman. You can make 100 workshops and you don't become a shaman by that. You are born a shaman." And I, in my little ego mind, thought, well, certainly I'm not born as a shaman. I would know. So there's nothing I can do about that. Same thing that happened to me when I encountered the four columns of wisdom, which are astrology and Kabbalah and alchemism, and I don't even remember the fourth. And I thought, well, one lifetime is not enough to just understand the wisdom and knowledge of just one column. And I had only started a little bit with astrology and thought, well, on the surface, it seems quite simple, like a system to better understand your potential under your star sign. But if you dive deeper, it gets very convoluted and complicated. And so I thought again, oh, I can never make this in one lifetime, four columns of wisdom. So this is my kind of approach, because I'm aware of being programmed with, oh, I'm not good enough, all the others are better, and things like that. And there's even a psychological book with the title that goes through all these four stages, from which three are kind of unhealthy and not good. So it starts with kind of what attitude do you have? And it's going like that. I am not okay. You are not okay. The second stage is I am not okay. You are okay. So then you are going into admiring the others, and everyone is better than you think. And that's also, it's not even weight, it's not balanced, it's not a good base for life. And the third state, or the third thing from the book title, is I am okay, but you are not okay. So then you're judging, and you think you're better than all the others, and you think you know it all, and the others are not knowing that much like you. That's kind of hybris. And that's also not very healthy. And the only base for life that is really healthy is I am okay and you are okay. And you don't have to think or perceive the world the same way than I do, but we can have a relationship. We can talk about things that we find in common. And common ground always is curiosity or interest in special fields like the unseen or whatever, or ufology, whatever. So the thing was, I thought I've got nothing to do with shamanism, although I'm interested, and I'm not born a shaman. Otherwise, I would know. Do I really? I'm surrounded by many shamans. Isn't that interesting? And it's not a coincidence, they tell me. They say, well, it's the mirror of what is inside of you. So, with some of my shaman friends, we did some experiments, and once one of my other shaman friends sent me like in a guided meditation or a guided visualization, what a difficult word, um, to go into a cave. Imagine you're in a cave, and I was lying down, relaxed, and eyes closed, and did some breath work before. And she was doing the drumming, the shamanic drumming that brings you into trance very easily to get into this kind of state to visualize and follow the instructions of the shaman during the journey. So I was in a cave, and luckily my cave, because somehow I created it without knowing, when you go inside and somebody says, imagine a cave, then you imagine your kind of cave. My cave wasn't dark, it was quite bright and lit well from a big entrance. And when I walked further into it, on the back wall of the cave, I suddenly saw some kind of treasure chest. And that was exactly where she was sending me to. She said, this is your treasure chest, and go and have a look at it. And I went and had a look at it, and then she said, do you want to open it and have a look inside? And I said, oh yes, because I'm always curious. So I opened this treasure chest, and I stood back, and out of this chest, which was, not very big, it was just like a normal chest, maybe 1 meter to half a meter, and maybe 70 centimeter high, something like that. Out of this chest came rising up a giant bear, a she, a grizzly. And I knew that I had put her in there and have held her there without knowing it before. But instantly in that moment when she came out, I knew I did capture her there, and I kept her there. And she was so wonderful, such a big giant bear. And I wasn't afraid, but I thought, oh, she must hate me because I encaged her in this treasure chest. But she did not. She just looked at me and kind of smiled, and then she opened her arms for an embrace. And I accepted the embrace, and it was so wonderful, on the chest of this big, warm, furry animal that was so strong and had a power I never felt before. And I could hear her heart beating, and I felt it on my chest during the embrace. And I was so happy, and I apologized, and I said, I'm so sorry that I put you in this chest. Please forgive me. And she said, kind of, already forgiven. Now we are here together again. And that was a wonderful experience for me. I never knew that there is something so, let's say, so potent and strong within me, because I always thought, well, like I told you about my program, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, all the others are better and are stronger and whatever. And that's just programming. We are all strong, and we can all find our treasure chest. Just imagine a cave. Bring yourself in the alpha meditative state and imagine a cave, and go to the back wall of your cave. Look at your treasure chest and open it and have an encounter. Look what's in there. There's only surprise and wonder in there. And even this little phase of feeling guilty was not really important, because that's a part that belongs to us. We all have some kind of power animal. You can sometimes find it by pulling a card from a card deck about power animals. I like the way to encounter my giant grizzly in the cave. And now she's free, and she stepped out of that kind of cage, the treasure chest. And sometimes I meet her again while dreaming or in meditations, and I know she's around and she's caring for me. And I really love this giant grizzly. And one day when I was in Brazil, it happened that with some friends, we were sitting in the pavilion in their garden. And we were doing some kind of spiritual stuff like EFT, emotional freedom technique, the tapping on the meridians, and then we did a meditation. And suddenly, in the beginning phase of the meditation, the daughter of my best friend there in Brazil, she's also clairvoyant by birth. I had to learn and train it or remember that from other lives where we all used it. And she suddenly shouted out, "Anyone else is seeing that giant bear that's patrolling around the pavilion?" And we all kind of jolted, and I had to start laughing because when she said it, I saw my power bear, my grizzly animal of power, patrolling around the garden pavilion and guarding me or us, the whole group, I don't know. And some others also could see the bear and they didn't know what that was about. And then I started laughing and I told them, "That's my animal of power, and I think she's just guarding the whole scene, me and you, the whole group." So then everybody was relieved and we carried on with our meditation. But it was fantastic proof for me that someone else also perceived my power animal. So, this to give you an idea, and maybe you will meet your own power animal or whatever you need, because there's different things in everyone's treasure chest. So I wish you a wonderful journey, nice surprises and explorations. Blessings, love, and light, dear souls. Thank you for watching. Bye.